Ward 2. Oh, that's got 2 wards. Holy shit, that's broken. Roaming thrones give each other extra ward triggers. I have never seen that in my life. Always interesting to see a mirror, see how we differ. It's going to be a lot of damage happening in this game. Left, right, center. Bajuka Bog. Let's get some of our spells out first, because I really do not fancy getting slapped for 4 damage. I'm going to play theirs. I mean, the joke is we could just legit play... I should play the swamp there to gain another life, but... And we could reanimate there. No, we can't reanimate theirs. Okay, I'll play mine, I suppose. The thing is, because it's symmetrical, was there much point in me killing theirs? I don't know. It just gives them fewer options, isn't it, if we take theirs down. Creature of the Schism. Oof. That's annoying. Three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to lose 5 for this. Bloody hell, that's a lot. What do we want then? I suppose the Invoke. It's too good to not want that, isn't it? So whenever he attacks the player with the most or tie life, create a dude. Okay, so we've got less life, or fewer life than them. Whenever this attacks, we have the most life. You draw a card. So basically, either create a thing or draw. Oh, they've got the same thing. That is very strange. How weird is that? Literally the same card. The Caustic Bronco. Okay. Well, I suppose we can just play some spells then. Get rid of one of their dudes. Maybe this isn't very good in this situation because they only have a creature, but... And a Languish. Okay. That's pretty good. So Languish can actually deal with this and whatever else they choose to play. We've drawn 3 extra cards, so we've got the ammo. Just if they do play the May, we'll lose another 2. Rankle. Oh no. It's not good. It's gonna be 5. Jeebus, they're probably gonna make us discard as well. 13. They're drawing some with us as well. Each player discards. Okay, that's fine. They discard as well. And they got rid of that. Sure. So, first things first is we Languish their guys. We're at 13. It's getting kind of risky. I want the Schism. Give me the Schism. Please. And we've got Feign Death under its owner's control. That's annoying. So the Feign Death actually returns it to their control, which is not great. We've got a Skyclave. That's they've been getting some good things. Necromancy. Oh god. The control of the permanent becomes sacrifice. When it enters, if it's on the battlefield, it becomes aura enchant creature. Basically, resurrects a creature. Okay. Dear, that's not good. So we're going to lose the creature. I think it's 7. God damn it. Both of our decks are bloody the same thing. Each player discards and sacks. Annoying. Get that back. Bajuka Bog. Vein Ripper. Ooh. That's pretty good, actually. Please don't not tap that. That's crazy. Bajuka Bog the graveyard. Okay, cool. So I'm confident now. So we can bring this back even if they make us sacrifice it. The thing this doesn't deal with is exile effects. When it dies, return it to battlefield tapped. That's pretty good. And they're not going to be able to get through a Rankle until they kill this, and they can't kill this. They've literally just done exactly the same things we have, you copycat. Copycat killer. Cheeky bugger. Okay. And a gifted Etherborn. They're not going to want to attack in now, surely. Unless they're absolutely nuts. Professor's Warning. Ooh. And a Virtue. Okay. -3, -3. Let's kill this, because that's got Death Touch. Wonderful. We get to drain them a little bit. And we can play this. I think we may have turned the tides there, guys. Keep him active, and we've got 2 protection spells, which is very weird in black. Has that got Menace or anything? No, okay, and they've got a May. May the Force be with you. But we're going to start returning stuff. Including the Gifted Etherborn, which is very lucky that there is something. Damnation, does that just win us the game? Let's see, so May is going to deal 4. Give him indestructible until end of turn. So that's going to be 2. And then Damnation. That's so we get and 4, but then we gain a hell of a lot. Oh my goodness, that's nutty. That is absolutely nutty. And it's kind of weird that each player having a May actually makes it worse, because now both of you are very likely losing 2 for all of your spells. So actually it's a strange case of like compounding a problem. Yeah, it's interesting. It's in a way you kind of share the commander because it does a symmetrical thing, right? I've never even thought about that before. Pretty cool. I very much like this hand to be facing the Giada deck, which is something that is very high in the rankings for popular mono white commander decks, and they've got the cool jumpstart anime art. Let's go with the Jet Medallion, because that means that next turn we can play these 2, 3 without necessarily hitting the 3rd land. So just kind of future-proofing myself there a little bit. And then we hit it anyway, which is just absolutely beautiful. So because we have the Edict, I still think we just go for the Lily and sack them, because that's also a source of mana for them.
Something suspicious is
So let's get rid of that.
Haven't you ever
And I don't see any harm in playing this,
space?
even though we have the Edict, because it's likely that our opponent has some form of removal for her. So in a way, it's just throwing fodder into the fire. Adaptive Automaton. Okay. What is that? 2, 2. So we're going to take 2. Kill the Angel Maker. Or Angel Pumper, should I say. And, wow. 2 removal spells was enough, apparently. That is ludicrous. Okay, that's a fantastic keeper. We have removal and a bit of draw. What more could we ask for? Going against Pirates. If you're wondering why the fetch lands are in here, it's because we have Bloodless Citadel, basically. It's the only reason. And all it gets us is swamps. Nothing special. And there are a few other reasons why you might want to reshuffle your deck, but I don't normally tend to put fetches in mono decks because it's a bit sweaty. Opponent is not going to immediately crack this, which is weird, I suppose, but it's just a holdover from people who used to play paper tournaments, I think. It's just an OG thing. People like to hold on to fetches. I suppose it gives them a 0.5% extra chance of bloody drawing into more lands. It could be an indication that they need more. But yeah, this is another cool synergy I thought as well. Roaming Throne with May is nuts, because doubling the triggers, it's pushing her closer to Auroric Thar than ever. But yeah, we've got some brilliant removal spells. Fathom Fleet Captain, okay. Reanimate as well. I want to get this out of the way. I'm not a fan of fetch lands in mono, but we lose life as well, obviously. We can actually delay this a bit so we gain a bit more life. I'll feed the swarm here, because it's a sorcery, basically. And I'm not going to reanimate that. That's a bit shitty for me. I don't want that. I'd rather reanimate our May, to be honest. It's okay. It's good to make lots of pirates, and it's good to trigger the Admiral back at brass. Admiral BB. BB-8. But, no. Doesn't work very well in our deck. Van. Wonderful. That is wonderful. Shadow Spear. Let's just get something down here. Set up the May. Any evasion on this? No evasion. Whenever one or more scouts, pirates, or I hate it when it's too much typage going on there. You control deals damage. Exile top card of the library. So it's Ragavan. You can cast it. If you don't get treasure, so it's not as good as Ragavan. What the hell? Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a counter on each. Okay, that last sentence is good. Okay. I wonder how many non-creature spells they have, though. Enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. Holy crap. Another fetch. So Roaming Throne is terrifying with on their side of the field. Let's just give it the spear and attack. And then leave up the kill spell. Gain some life. It's a pretty big swing there. And then, yeah, we'll leave up these two. Probably going to get rid of the Van because that counter on everything is very, very good. We'll see what they do. I mean, they could also play the Admiral. Gain control, non-opponent by a player who has dealt combat damage by 3 or more pirates. Yeah, I want to kill the Van. And they correctly didn't do anything. Do they have protection spell? Maybe they do. Maybe they do. But if they do, maybe they can't go for the Protean Raider. Drown in the lock. Okay, so land, which means they get a treasure. And then this can still come in as a roaming throne. That's nutty. This is a paper card from Ixalan, but I just don't even remember seeing it. So what we can do, which is very, very cheeky, is the following. We'll kill the roaming throne with our roaming throne. Okay, nice. Swing in. Oh, this is going to be devastating for them. Then reanimate their guy. And then we'll have 2 roaming thrones. Thank you so much, and good night. Oh, they're so screwed. Let's have a board wipe. Then we're screwed because we have fewer cards. Although we have Armor of Shadows. Holy crap. So now if we go for May and somebody casts a spell with 2 thrones, they take 6. So we've basically made our own Rurik Thar. Oh, this is the kind of crazy game that I like. 2 roaming thrones. It's not something you see every day. Mostly because most kings don't have more than 1 throne, surely. Unless someone's a specialist in kings and queens, of course. Tell me. Ward 2. Oh. That's got 2 wards. Holy shit, that's broken. Roaming thrones give each other extra ward triggers. I have never seen that in my life. Because they're all... Because it's a human, and I chose human, it has ward 2 times 2. What the hell? Oh my god, that's powerful. Let's give this a shot. Opponent is using Arm, which is very, very powerful. And they're going to be creature-based, so actually I don't know how effective we're really going to be. Unless they do have an equal share of non-creature spells. Fabled Passage. Don't see that as often as we used to. When this card first came out, my god, it was literally everywhere. But then all the fetches, all the real fetches came out and replaced it, I guess. Always go for ramp where possible. I think if we can resolve this Honden, that's going to be pretty good. Bit of a random card in the deck, but we do have 2 shrines. We've got this shrine, and we've got the Drain Shrine as well, just because we want to be able to drain them, essentially. Simple as that. They do have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana here if they drop a land, which is a hell of a lot. But if they do give for Ang and another creature comes in, we can languish them both away, hopefully. Unless, of course, they get a creature that kills one of these things, which is going to be a bit sad. But Railway Brawl is going to make everything huge next turn. That's very annoying. Oof. Start discarding attacks. Necro Dominance, that is crazy good. The thing is, the issue is I need to kill the railway brawler. So I need 3 mana up. So I'm just not going to do anything. The fact we just discarded a card is just neat already. So here comes the brawler, yeah. And the reason is if I don't kill this, it means that my language does shit all. Yeah, so we have to think ahead. Sadly, but we can recover a bit later on. So just get a small creature, please, and we can move on with our lives. Thank you very much. That is exactly what we want to see. A little bird. Now, the annoying part is they can just play Ang again next turn if we kill it. At least we're getting rid of some cards. Nicholas is just not doing a fantastic job here. We just need more black pips. Although the Necrodominance is a really good combination here. So that's 4. So yeah, we'll just give the Languish. But yeah, as I said, they can redeploy him again. But we are delaying him because if they're casting a card from the command zone, 1, 2, 3, and we get to draw 3 as well. That is crazy. This is such a broken card. Just replenishing our whole hand. But yeah, as I said, if they're playing a card from the command zone, it means they're leaving the cards in their hand vulnerable. And whilst the cards are in their hand, Honden has a chance to react. So yeah, they're just giving us more Honden like ammo here. Hell yeah. That's a good one. Gives them some life. They discard another card. Brutal. And this is just with 1 shrine out, guys. Crazy. Okay, so Nykthos gives us 4. But what happens if we play this first? So 1, 2, 3. It's not enough, is it? Okay, we won't be greedy then. We'll just give Nykthos here. Play the Alcatraz. And we've got the May as well. And we've got the Armor of Shadows to protect one of our guys in case something goes wrong. Also we can draw 2. Oh my god, and Rain Ripper. Secret Commander, guys. Secret Commander in the deck. But yeah, Alcazotz also makes them discard a card. So they are under quite a bit of pressure. Teleportation Circle is going to flicker the Ang and gives them even more shit. Oh dear, that's a very, very strong card. Eternal Witness also brings something back. Oh dear, but they only have 2 cards. And we can discard 2 cards a turn. Interesting. Soul Herder. Okay, it's a fairly innocent flicker build, which actually I'm a huge fan of this Ang. This is a good one. And I suspect they will not be attacking. No. But they do get another trigger here. And then it means that Halia can actually potentially... Yeah, it's going to trigger. They're going to gain 2 more and draw a card. Interesting. Did they miss? Holy shit. They missed. They missed. How do you miss? Oh my god. They got rid of that. That's a good card. Vein Ripper. We have so much mana. Nothing too scary in the grave. Stop tapping that way. Stop tapping that way. Oh, still not enough, is it? Am I being greedy again? Let's just Z that. Z. Okay, let's just do this then. So we had black. Ether for the Ether Flux. Yes, we lose 2, but that's the price we pay. Let me gain a bit back. Nice. Leave up the armor, swing in, get a bit more life. They discard the Soul Herder. And then we gain 4. And then we also draw 3 more cards. How is this a legal card in the format? Ooh, and we have Infernal Grasp as well. I'm going to hold it up because I'd also like to protect the Aclazards, although they've literally got nothing now. So I think we just literally win the game here. Because if they choose to flicker anything, we will just kill the thing they target. And therefore, it'll be sad days for them. Oh, I want to play more of this game, but I just know they're going to quit. So we lose 2, gain 1, gain 2 because the Vein Ripper. Bloody hell. I'm glad I'm not doing the maths here, especially if it's late at night. What's the time? Time here? 9:30. Not too bad. And then discard another card. Meat Hook is really mean as well. I'm tempted to just alpha here and see what they do. If they block the May, then we could just use Meat Hook for 1, which gets 2 of their guys, and we gain 4. Drain for 4. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Command Zone. Cabal Stronghold as well. Holy hell. That's too much mana. This equals 1. We've been drawing very, very good. And also we don't take the damage from the May now. Bloody hell. All these triggers. Okay, well, we might as well play May as well. Gain more. And we've got Nykthos for 11, 12. So... Actually, can we zed that? We can. Oh, if we do that, we don't have any mana open for... I was going to try and use the Lock Thwain, but we can't do that, sadly. Let's draw 3. And we'll get rid of a swamp, because we can only have hand size maximum 5. Opponent's on 6, I need a farewell here. If I have a farewell, then the game continues, but if they don't, then that is it, my friend. But yeah, it's this is a nutty card, just because it just applies so much pressure, you know. Here's the other interesting thing about having May. May is a fantastic decoy spell, because most people on this current field will be very, very distracted by the big scary things in the 99, right? So your opponent's going to use all the kill spells on these guys. Meanwhile, May will punish you, your opponent, for killing other things, because then whilst your opponent's killing other things, they're continuously taken 2. So she's like this amazingly crazy buffer, which is just basically saying, if you don't deal with me now, you're going to regret it. You might not draw removal later. So if opponents don't respect this trigger, they will die from it. And it's just the same as Gutter Snipe or anything else. But this is a very powerful ability that I really like. And I'm very excited to try and get this card on paper, because I think it's going to be so good in Commander. And as I said before, the artwork is just really stunning.